Steven Horsford of Las Vegas is a native here who now represents the neighborhood that he grew up in. He says he's fighting to help people who live in the Las Vegas Valley. He recently held a series of events talking with locals about the impact of tariffs.
We've got team coverage for you tonight on that impact. We'll start with Kim Wagner, who discovered the price you pay is personal for Congressman Horsford.
We're trying to reset the global trade system. That's offshore, all of our factories.
And what has that done? How have you achieved any of that?
That fiery exchange concerning the Trump administration's trade policy had Congressman Steven Horsford going viral. In April, he accused the Trump administration of market manipulation when the White House pushed pause on certain tariffs. Just days later, in this market, we saw another side of the congressman.
Me when I was a baby, right? Yes. Not a baby, a teenager.
First walked in, I see you talking with these lovely ladies that were your former babysitters when you were a kid. So this is beyond politics and beyond being a congressman. This is personal, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Miss Nellie, who was a babysitter of mine as I was growing up here. But look, this is the community that I was born and raised in and that I'm still fighting for now as the representative in Congress.
During the April recess, there was no time to play. Here in his home district, the congressman was busy hosting a roundtable discussion with local leaders.
I, for the life of me, don't understand how we're supposed to balance the budget on the backs of working families to give more tax breaks to billionaires.
Getting fresh, quality foods is not political, according to the congressman. It's not a left versus right issue. It is a wrong versus right issue. You're tearing up. This is beyond just being personal. You really feel this, and is it because this is your neighborhood?
Well, look, it is personal. I've lived the experience of food insecurity in my family. I understand what it means to go without or to not know how you're going to make it through the month or where your next meal will come from. I'm blessed and fortunate today, but I have a lot of constituents who are worried.
And many Republicans say that worry is why Nevada sent Donald Trump back to the White House. Pauline Lee is the president of the Nevada Republican Club, and she says this is not your parents' Republican Party.
And it's because there's been a monumental shift in what's going on in American politics today. The Republicans are about trying to protect workers. We're trying to keep workers employed. We're trying to say we need economic growth in order for our citizens to pull themselves out of poverty.
And with a Republican in the White House, the latest jobs report exceeds expectations, even amid a trade war. The U.S. just added 177,000 jobs in the month of April, topping analysts' estimates. But for those on a fixed income, good economic news doesn't always trickle down.
We have to balance out between paying bills and feeding the family, and mortgage too. So it's like across the board, it's a struggle.
There's only so much money in the bank account each month, right?
That's right.
Our folks work hard. The people that come in and buy from you, they're hard-working people that are trying to keep it together. And some of these policies, the cumulative effect of them, it almost is like they're trying to break us.
With calls for $2 trillion in spending cuts over the next decade, the congressman's constituents are banking on him going to battle and returning home victorious. In Las Vegas, Kim Wagner, News 3.